Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Hope you're well. What we're going to do is very quickly learn how to get a good sized image. And this requires a little bit of investigating. What I've got here behind me is a search for Hokusai wave painting. Okay, it's got a red mark underneath it because it's not capitalized, but it's okay, it's the same thing. And you'll notice that in my search I'm not actually in Google, and there's a reason why we're not in Google. And when we're finding images, we need a better platform to find images before we go clicking through websites. This is on DuckDuckGo. It's a strange name, but it's a search that is a bit like Bing by Microsoft. It's slightly different, but also in many cases the same. Because Google over here that I've got on this page, I want to show you the differences. Because Google will give you images and sites that it thinks you want, whereas DuckDuckGo gives you raw results. That's the difference. That kind of search is not for this video. This video is to find a good image. Now, as we go through these images here, there are lots of images that are advertised, okay, that are shops. So when you click on these on the side, they are taking you to a shop. The other ones here, you can see that this is Wikipedia, and this is a shop, and this is a shop because it's in green. At the bottom it says in stock. Okay, so these are all on websites. Now the big problem is that it doesn't have a number. It doesn't tell you the size. It doesn't have any numbers in the bottom right hand corner. So if we go to DuckDuckGo, let's have a look here, you can see that in here you've got different sizes. Now both results can change the sizes with the tools at the top. What we want to do is go to the largest, which is wallpaper. And when I go to wallpaper like this, you'll see that it changes slightly, but all the images here are now really, really large, which is what we want. If we go to the Google search, we have to go into the tools at the top and change the size into large. Now they still don't give you any sizes. This is the problem. Even though the Wikipedia one is pretty good, the colours are pretty washed out. Look at the difference between these two. This one here is very crisp and dark. However, it does change as you go through. When we go to the DuckDuckGo one, they are all pretty much the same painting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and find one. Now I wouldn't normally do this, but what I want to do is I like this one because it is 4,300 by nearly 3,000, which is huge. So I wouldn't normally go to Pinterest, but the difference is here that within Pinterest now, you can actually get the website and the direct file that it comes from. So if I just go back, I will show you how this works. When you click on the image itself, you can view the actual file. So that's just next to my face on this picture, on this video here. So if I just turn my face off like that, you can see that it's actually got the view file here, and I can click on it. Okay, so let's go and click on it and see what it does. Now when I click on it, it takes me direct to the actual image itself. When we go into Google, it only takes us to the site. So when we go to the Guardian here, for example, it will take us to the actual place, but then it sometimes and sometimes doesn't give us the actual link. So when we click on it, it says visit. We can't take this picture. It doesn't actually let us. It actually goes to the website again, and even then you're not really guaranteeing you're going to get the picture you want. Here, when I click on DuckDuckGo and I say view file, I can go direct to that link, and look how sharp and crisp this image is. And it isn't even covering the page. I've got a little magnifying glass in the middle that's going to allow me to click on it. Look at that. When we come to trace this in our next part of this project, you can see how crisp those lines are for when we trace it in Photopea. Okay, so go and experiment, see which one you like. Google might be okay for you, but I would urge anyone now who's trying to find a good sized image to go to DuckDuckGo and click on that view file button to take you direct to the crispest, largest, best picture you could get. Alright, as always, good luck.